So yes, you are not on the wrong place. You are the right place. Cooking with Abba, where we don't just cook food, but we also look at education and a lot of travel vlogs and tours. Today, I am taking you on an educational tour to Vamia, Vaasa. So Vamia is located in Vaasa, and it has two campuses. The first campus is at Hansa, and then there's another at Sampo. And the beautiful thing about Vamia is that it is actually run by the city of Vaasa as a multidisciplinary vocational education institution. And one thing you need to know is that we have courses in Vamia for Finnish, for Swedish, and for English. So you can do courses in Finnish, Swedish, or English in Vamia. And talking about language, you can also learn language in Vamia as well. So there's this Finnish learning stuff, which is very good for you to perfect your language and to learn your language as well. So that is also there as well. And one beautiful thing about Finland is, yes, Finland is a multi-language or dual language speaking country where you could integrate through Finnish or Swedish. And for internationals, you don't need to worry because Vaasa is a very international kind of cosmopolitan region. And so there's a lot of internationals here. And there are courses which are taught in English. There are courses which are, even when they are taught in English, most importantly, there is that part where they teach you the language skills as well. So you learn either the Finnish or the Swedish along the course structure or together, both of them, if you'd want to. And like I would always recommend, learn the language. It helps you with job after school. It helps you with integration, and it makes your daily life very easy. You won't have to be doing Google Translate everywhere you go. So that is also very good for you, and it helps you interact as well. So the Vamia concept or the Vamia school actually has varied fields of education, like the welfare services, there's the tourism when it comes to hotel, restaurant, catering, tourism, cleaning, everything in there. They also have the business services, they also have energy and technology. Vaasa is like the energy hub of the Nordic space, and we pioneer a lot of energy stuff in Vaasa. So energy is also big in there when it comes to energy courses or energy programs in there. And there are also general education courses as well. And like I made mention, there are two campuses. What we're seeing now is the Hansa campus. Maybe later on, I have to do a video tour of the sample campus for you to have a look. By the Hansa campus, you actually have hair and beauty. That was what we saw on the basement there. And then there's the social science and business. And then we also have the restaurant and tourism courses and programs also being done at the Hansa campus. And then you also have the sample campus, which is more big on the engineering, electrical, and technical aspects as well. So at the sample campus, you'd have more of the mechanical, production engineering, electrical and energy engineering, safety, and all of them at the sample campus. And like I made mention, courses are in Finnish or Swedish, and we also have English taught courses as well, or English taught programs as well. And so, most important thing is that they have a lot of qualifications which are fully also in English, so which is very, very good. And like one of those very top kind of English taught courses is the hospitality sector ones, which relates to a cook or waitress. And then at the technology side, you also have the mechanical engineering, production engineering, parts for the machinist, and then the Plater-Welders, which are also very much heavy English taught. But these sometimes can change. So I'd always recommend just go to the website and then you check. I have left the description in the vamia.fi. You would actually be able to see everything you need to know about the school. Most important thing for internationals is check the eligibility, check the application periods because everything is on time. You have to make sure you do things within time, else, yes, that boat will pass you by. And most important thing is that it's an adult learning space, so you should be an adult, 18 years and above. And then most important thing also is that there are a lot of vocational requirements which you must meet. So before you can study there, at least you should have had some basic education and things What's sometimes you also ask about what's your motivation for it, the tasks that you're going to do in the field, and all those things. All those things are there. All those things are there as well. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of the school, and I'm going to talk to you also about applying for Vamia. Yes. So most important thing is that when it comes to the study programs in English, there's a cook and waiter or waitress, which is a vocational qualification in restaurant and catering services. There's a plater, welder, and machinist, which is also a vocational qualification in mechanical engineering and production technology, which is available for only citizens of EU and EEA countries. Then there's electricity and automation, which is a vocational qualification for electrical engineering and automation technology, which is available for clients of employment services, which are registered in Finland. So the application period usually sometimes it's quite planned. Like the Plater-Welder and Mechanist, it always starts or often starts in August. And this year is going to be August in 2028. The application period has already ended. I'm doing this recording in June, but usually they do it early in the year, January, February, thereabout. And then they have the um, waitress, which is also starting in August as well. And most importantly, like I said, there are some sort of entry requirements. So you can also check this up in the link, which I'll leave in the description button below. Yes. So there's a general requirement that you need to fulfill. First and foremost, like the qualifications you need for that particular one, the education background before, and motivation, where you want to go, and all those things. And at least you must be 18 years, like I made mention of. For non-EU citizens, you definitely have to pay something, but there are scholarship schemes in there. So when you check it, usually you get to see what works and what doesn't work. And one thing about it is that, like I said, it's practice oriented. So if it's cook, if it's healthcare, if it's beauty, anything it is, there is that kind of practicality, hands-on from the word go. Yes. The school also has that balance in there. So you can see the open field for football and for sitting and for picnicking. There's an open gym where you can just go and sit there and then work out. There's a lot of parking spaces for student accessibility. If you're on a wheelchair or you are physically challenged or anything, you or a person with who needs care, a person of care, all those things are also there. There's an info side. When you have issues, you can always jump in there and you would get a lot of help. So one thing is that tuition fees for non-EU citizens when it comes to cooking is about 7,000 euros. And then um, this tuition fee thing began or is actually being implemented from the 1st of August 2026. So from 1st of August 2026, in order to be exempted from tuition at Vamia, you must deliver a copy of one of the following documents: passport that shows that you are a EU, EEA, or Switzerland citizen. If you are not, then you'd have to pay. Or if you have a EU blue card in Finland, which is for those who work, then you can also get it free. Or if you have the continuous residence permit card in Finland, which is a type A permit issued for the purposes other than study, then you can actually also be exempted for it. And then EU family members residence card in Finland, EU residence permit for third parties, permanent residence card, which is the type P. And if you're a Brexit member, a residence permit based on temporal protection, all those things. So for all of the applications, one beautiful thing is that English proficiency, you can make do with Duolingo, which is very much easy and cheaper as compared to IELTS and those ones. So you can actually take notice of that. And when it comes to the application periods, I think this is something you'd have to check and be very conscious of, because usually this open early January and it's for a short period of time. And it's also posted on the website as well. You can check all of the study stuff in Finland on a centralized application space, studyinfo.fi, studyinfo.fi. So when you go to studyinfo.fi, any program, any school, anywhere in Finland, you would definitely get the details there. You get how much is for the fees. You get application period, you get eligibility, you get everything in there as well. So that's one thing you definitely need to know. And like I said, the facility is very much welcoming. There's a lot of sitting areas. That's one thing I like. There's a lot of sitting areas for people. Yeah, so when you want to visit or when you want to school or stuff, there's a lot of sitting areas, a lot of working areas. There are classrooms, there are practice rooms, there's the auditoriums, there are the restaurants. And one thing about Vamia is they have a very good restaurant. Yes, Silveria is very good restaurant. You can always go there and go and eat. Even if you're not a student, you can go there and buy your lunch. And let me chip in one thing about Finland is student benefits. Student discounts work a lot. So always keep your slice up and your frank up running because you can always get discounts when you use your restaurants and things in there. It's an open and non-discriminatory school, most importantly, and so it's a good support. And like I said, Vaasa is very much internationalized, so there are lots of international people here. There's a good community. There's good support network. So it's really a beautiful place to study, a beautiful place to be. You can also come with family, so that gives you that kind of well-being and balance in there as well. So that's the most important things you can note in there when it comes to Vamia as a vocational school. Yes, and I'd always recommend that when you come in, just make sure that you check in advance time, prepare all your application documents and things because usually the application period is very limited and it's quite competitive. Yes, it's very much competitive. And like I made mention, it's an open university, it's an open school, non-discriminatory, and that's the beauty of it. So the facilities, yes, as you can see, the facilities are very modern, the facilities are very clean, and the facilities like yeah well maintained, yes. And like I made mention of in the previous videos in the education stuff that when it comes to Finland, one thing you know for sure is that Finnish education is of highest quality, and that's why in the world Finnish education always tops, like ranks the first or ranks the best in education because it's wholesome, it's rounded, it gives you skills for life, it gives you skills for today, it builds in you the spirit, the Finnish spirit, and resilience, which is sisu. Yes. So that is one thing like you definitely won't go wrong with in Finland. And one thing I like about it is the fact that it's practice oriented. So at Silveria, in the restaurant and all those things, on Vamia, you see it's the same people that are teaching, it's the same thing they are practicing. And the food and things are very good. Let me be very honest. The food and things are very good. And they practice a lot of things in there. And when I say sisu, sisu means like determination, that kind of determination that knows no bounds, but some great bravery, resilience. Like it's a short word, SISU, but it means more. And shout outs to Chef Nini for this tour. Yes, so she was my tour assistant for this video, and then also my script writer for this video. So shout out to Chef Nini for that. And like I made mention of, Silveria has a very beautiful, beautiful restaurant which is open to all. Whenever you are in Vaasa, step in here for a very nice buffet, very excellent, beautiful food, tasty food, yes. So whenever you are in Finland, don't forget dash into Silveria for a buffet. And if it's summertime, you can enjoy the nature out there. If it's not summertime, you can still sit inside. I recommend sitting by the window so you can enjoy the nature out there as well. So yes, this is Vamia Vocational School in Vaasa, Finland. And like I made mention, there are two campuses, the Sapo and then the Hansel. So I'll later take you to Ansel later on like applying for it. Yes. And I think they've had quite a lot and a lot of international coming in because of the practicality of it. And usually when you're done, there's often the graduation in the springtime. Yes, there's graduation in the springtime. I think I have a graduation ceremony I joined in last year. So I'm adding that to this video as well for you to have a look at it. And just across or just opposite Vamia, there's also a beautiful pitch there. It's accessible because the buses go there, bus 1, bus 4, bus 7. They all run through that side, and there are other connecting buses that can also go towards that side. And there's also the park or a picnic space, which is also just opposite to the school, but you can use. There's a football space behind it, but those are not part of the school. Those are for private staff. But it's accessible. You can still pay for and go and use that space as well. So there's an open park across that side, and I did like it because, well, it's, it's good to have this kind of open spaces, which is very much part of Finland, which is big on nature. So you could always go and sit there, do some reading, do some learning. We also have the libraries in there as well. And then there's a general like community or like Vaasa libraries as well, which you can also make or take advantage of and use. And in the pitch, they have this crispy, which you can play. It's a Finnish kind of game. I think it's also around the world now, but crispy and things originates from Finland. And the nature is there, the lawns are good, there are certain areas. You can meditate, you can walk, you can cycle, you can do a lot of things. And that's the beauty about Finnish education, the wholesomeness of it as well. So yes, this is Vaasa, this is Vamia, this is around Vamia, and I hope this video has been very educative. And I'd recommend you also have a look at our other university videos and other applied university videos like University of Vaasa, Aalto University, Turku University. Let's check out for the other ones as well. And yes, till I see you in that next food video, let's go and watch graduation, what life will be like when you graduate from Vamia. Let's go and have a look at the graduation ceremony as well.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony at Vamia. Tänään juhlimme ammattiin valmistuvia sekä uusia ylioppilaita. Juhlassa saamme kuulla työelämän edustajan ja valmistuvan opiskelijan puheen. Sekä nauttia kolmen tänään Vamiasta valmistuvan opiskelijan musiikkiesityksestä. Idag firar vi våra examinanter och studenter. Valmistuneet, lämpimimmät onnittelut teille ja oikein hyvää ja onnellista kesää teille kaikille. Nauttikaa ja nauttikaa perheen ja läheistenne kanssa. Onneksi olkoon. Lopuksi vielä haluan esittää lämpimät kiitokset Vamian loistavalle, osaavalle ja inspiroivalle henkilökunnalle kuluneesta vuodesta. Te teette upeaa työtä, olette korvaamattomia. Kiitos teille. Kiitos. And the strength we found along the way. It's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make you move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Hear about how fast I get there. Hear about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Vamia Finland, Vamia Finland, Vamia Finland, Rauhan Visi, Restaurant and Catering Services, Kata Visi, Kukan Kysymyksiä, Restaurant and Catering Services, Vairon Uuden, Ivanes Roma. Vamia Finland, Vocational Qualification, Restaurant and Catering Services.
Som just fick sin examen från Från hennes framträdande kommer vi att höra tala om Aina Kulma, som har utbildat sig till dubbel mediejournalisten. New Waitress, Kadja Tikka, performs a song called Never Enough for us. After the performance, we will hear a speech from Aina Kulma, who has just graduated as a media service producer. Oliver, Kadja, the stage is yours.
I just want to say thank you, Principal, and thank you to Vamia for this opportunity. And my special thanks go to Eva. Stop being you, Eva, thank you. And I also want to say that graduating is the end, but also the beginning, if you want to aim higher. So this song says never enough.
Will you share this with me? 'Cause I'm in without you. All the shine of the towns and spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky. You'll never be enough, never be enough. It's never over.
Tillsammans demonstrerar vi varje vecka lämningen av oppanheten. Efter festen är alla välkomna till restaurang Appetit och kaffeservering. Ha en fin sommar allihop. After the ceremony, you are all invited to coffee at Restaurant Appetit. Have a nice summer, everyone.
Paljon onnea kaikille ylioppilaille ja ammattiin valmistuneille. Lopuksi launamme yhdessä sovittiin trendit Maria kohtaan hänen säästään. Juhlan jälkeen kaikki olivat tervetulleet kaikille kahveille ja avitukille. Oikein hyvää kesällä kaikille. Toimikaa.
And I hope this video was educative. If you have any suggestions, if you need any help to, like, if it's related to your school, you can always shoot it to the university or to the program or to the program's head or to the schools. Usually, when you go to the website, there are lots of people you can reach out to over there. If it's not education related and general stuff, you can reach it out to us here. But if it's school or program related stuff, please check the studyinfo.fee and also reach out to the programs directors and those ones for the schools as well. So until I see you in that next food video or that next travel video or that next educational tour, do live life to the fullest. Be joyous, be merry. Lots of love for my team and I. Mwah.